What up, YouTube? It's your girl Dee. Welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another quick reaction video for you guys. Now listen, this video came across my screen, okay? And when I say I was mortified, I'm not you, I was mortified. Oh my God. And just when I thought things couldn't get worse, it did, okay? And so I saw this video and I just didn't have any words. You know, I'm going to have to blur it out for YouTube purposes, you know, because it's just that it's crazy to me. And I just couldn't fathom, you know, stuff like this. But anyway, and some people may think, oh my God, you're exaggerating, you're taking it too far. I just never really seen anything like this growing up. I just have not. And so in this modern world, baby, there are all types of things that are happening and that I'm seeing for the first time. And it's just mind-boggling to me. It may not be mind-boggling to you, but it is to me. It's just a shocking phenomenon. I'm not gonna even talk. I'm gonna just play it, but I'm giving you some context because it looks like they're at a funeral and the women are twerking in front of the person's casket. They're on the floor, they're doing splits, and they're being egged on to do it. And honestly, this is just not something I've seen in my lifetime. When I was coming up, there were funerals, people presented themselves appropriately. I didn't see twerking and all that at funerals ever until now. I'm just saying. But we're going to get into it. I want to get your thoughts on it. If you are new to the channel and you like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe, share and like the content, and turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Okay, let's play the clip. Here we go.
Give it to him, baby. Go, girl. Now do it split. Do it split. There you go.
All right, so there you have it. There's a man, and rest in peace to a man, and I'm just going that man in that casket. I'm just going to assume that that's maybe some type of relative. I don't know. You know, it's got to be a family member. And rest in peace to the man. But the one young lady is twerking. The person on the microphone is encouraging her to do splits, and she's doing splits, and she's just twerking up against this casket. And you know, I just found that so distasteful. We already know that we see these modern women twerking everywhere they go, on tabletops, all over the place, just twerking hard, like some like they're crazy, like they having a seizure, just twerking, bending down, just busting it open. Just they can't stop. Like, what? I gotta do it. I gotta do it. It's like they gotta do it. It just looks so stupid, and it just looked like they're possessed or something. That something is controlling them, where they gotta just do it, like they can't stop, like they're compelled to twerk everywhere they go. And it looks rather ridiculous, you know what I mean? And it's just unfortunate that this is where we are. And once again, I have to specify, listen, this is not everybody, but it's a lot of these women just don't give a damn, you know what I mean? And they're posting it. Social media was the worst thing to happen for a lot of these people, because they are so inclined to post every little thing that they do on social media, and there's no shame in their game. But, you know, just when you think there's some sort of morality still left, they show you there just isn't. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. And, you know, twerking at a funeral is diabolical. And I thought it was bad when people were creating these scenarios at the funerals with people playing poker. Like if they play games and play cards, the whole, you know, the person sitting up to the card table, you know, there stiff, playing with a card table, and then you know, the corpse on a motorbike. I thought that was bad, and something inhumane about that to me, because once again, I've never seen anything like that. Normally people, you know, pass away, they get buried, you have the service, and that's it. We didn't see twerking, we didn't see all these different setups of the corpse in all these different scenarios and stuff. So it was a shock to my system. But to be twerking at somebody's feet like that, it's inappropriate in my opinion. Call me a stick in the mud, call me whatever you want. I just think it's inappropriate. But this is what we have in this day and age. This is what we call degeneracy. This is what we see amongst a certain group of women who just don't seem to give a damn about any type of morals or values. And then they get mad when you call them out or have an opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really like to say call people out, because these are grown folks and they can do what they want to do. But certainly if you post it on social media, I can definitely have an opinion about it. Okay. And that's just what it is. So people are going to do what they want to do, but everybody doesn't have to agree with it. And this is the type of behavior that we see, and it's being passed down to their children, and then the children are acting this way, and then this is part of our future. This is what some people have to look forward to. A lot of young people who are not being raised properly and just trained up to be twerkers. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's unfortunate. And just anything goes. That's all I'm seeing. Every time I go on these apps, I see something similar. And there's nothing you can do at this point but just shake your head, because anytime you have an opinion that's opposing that type of view, people, they have something to say, and that's fine. But it still doesn't change the fact that it's just ridiculous behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no home training. Nobody ever taught these people how to act in public. And then once again, they don't see any logical explanation for their actions. It's just everything is fun, everything is okay. And one thing I will say about it, I do consider it coping mechanisms to some degree. I think there is a lack of home training. I think there is a lack of knowing how to act appropriately in all situations. But also I think it's part of a coping mechanism, because with that, I think there are mental issues that go along with that, where a lot of these people are just coping with their environments and coping with the things that they have to deal with. They're coping with their upbringing and all of the things associated with it. I don't think it's an actual walk in the park. I think a lot of this behavior is a response to a bigger problem. And this is why I say it starts at home. And part of all of this dysfunction is due to the fact that we don't have stable 2-parent households. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. That don't mean nothing. You could probably have. No, I say stable 2-parent households, where you have 2 parents in there who are stable, who have a little bit of sense, right? To be able to raise and teach children properly, so that they can become, stable and solid citizens, so they can turn into adults with some stable sense themselves and morals and values, and they're being taught how to act appropriately in public and around people, how to treat people, how to interact with the rest of the public in a sane way. This is why you need to have 2 stable parents in a household, so that these kids could grow up and know how to act in their environment. But what we're seeing as a result of these single mother-led households is the twerking. Most men, and I don't care where they come from, even the Pookies and Ray Rays are not pushing these young women out here to twerk. That's just my thoughts. You don't see it. It's the mothers who are championing this type of behavior, and they think that it's just fun and it's all cute until it's not. And, and that's the problem. No matter how you try to slice it, no matter how you try to make excuses or look over it and try to sugarcoat it and make it something that it's not, it's still bad parenting. And so it's unfortunate, that all of this is stemming from that, but there are so many individuals who are in denial about it. They don't want to accept the facts of where it really stems from, because once again, it'll put some accountability onto women, and women hate accountability. They don't want any accountability for their actions or anything that they do. And so it's just left unchecked. And then you have other women who condone this behavior and think that it's okay when it's really not. Yeah, I just want to get y'all thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Do you think that this is okay? Do you think that this is okay behavior? Or you see, or do you see something seriously wrong with this type of behavior? Let me know in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe. Y'all know what it is. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.